Hello, and welcome back to Conversations with Sharon and Rosa. I'm Rosa.
And I'm still Sharon.
Thank you once again for joining us for another episode of our conversations. I so appreciate each and every one of you all who have been hanging in there with us, especially through all of our different changes. Because I know we said it before, but I know you all have seen our thumbnails changed a little bit, and but
change the look. It changes
so
the look.
yeah, but it does not change our conversation. We are still here for you. So with that being said, before we get into shout outs, we're going to, you have any announcements?
No.
No? What? You ain't got jack to say?
No.
Okay, well, we're just going to hurry up and record today because I'm on my way out.
And Sharon's going out the other door too, so Rosa always got something to do. Look, and me too.
Absolutely, she does too. But since there are no announcements, let's get into today's shout outs. So first shout out goes to Ivy S.
Hey.
Thank you. And thank you for all of your comments. I appreciate you. You're kind of one of those subscriber that always gives us pushback, which helps us grow. I love it. I love it. I love it. So thank you. I appreciate you.
And when we say pushback, I mean, it's nothing negative. It's just that they let us know that they have another way of looking at things.
Well, on our last show, we talked about money and, you know, how much a date would cost. And we were saying something about $50 should be enough. She said, I'm not spending less than $100 on my date. I say, go girl. I hear you. I ain't mad at you.
Okay, you giving up Big Bank Hank some competition.
In today's economy, you probably need to spend about $100 anyway. So it's all good. But I hear you. I definitely hear you on that. Next is our Philly friend.
Hey, Philly.
Carol S. Thank you. And Carol, I appreciate you following us on all our platforms. You have really definitely been one of those subscribers, and we love you.
Yeah,
we appreciate you.
Mm-hmm.
And last but not least is Cornerstone. Thank you, and thank you for your comments as well.
No, it's Cornerstoner.
Oh, you're right. Cornerstoner. I'm sorry. Please forgive me for messing up your name. But thank you. And thank you for being a subscriber. And thank you also for your comments. We appreciate each and every one of you all. And if you haven't gotten your shout out, trust me, it's coming.
It's coming.
Okay.
Whew, you sound wore out. But while you catch your breath, I do have an announcement. But there's just a quick announcement on a very personal level. Is that I will be in Philadelphia. Hey, Philly. From the 19th through the 24th, I think, of next month. And I'm going there for my
high school
50th
reunion.
High school reunion. Like they can recognize me, right? I'm still lovely. Okay.
Exactly.
Yeah, but seriously, I will be in Philadelphia, so if I might have to hook up with some of the Philly crew because you guys been so very supportive.
Absolutely.
And it'll be a good thing. So as we get closer, I'll remind you of the dates. But yep.
Yeah, maybe you all can meet for lunch or something.
Oh, that'd be great.
So if you need Sharon's information, hit us up if you think you're going to be able to meet up with her.
Right, if you're in Philly, dates, near Philly, or right there in New Jersey.
And so, I will definitely give them to you.
And she really wants me to go because she got me a ticket. So I guess I'm leaving the house. Okay, like you
she
need
wants
to go.
I'm forcing her to go. I don't,
Y'all seen the videos. We got proof. But anyhow, if you're out there, look us up, hook up with me, and if that works for you. Right. That's all I got.
All right. Now, since the announcements after the shout-outs are over, today we'll be talking about secrets and are they healthy in a relationship?
Ooh.
So,
ooh.
Yeah. So what we mean by that is, and I know some of you all are probably saying, nobody should be keeping secrets. It might be some pros and some cons with that because I get all the cons. I understand when you're speaking about secrets and with your love, it could be damaging in a relationship and it could be bad on your mental health. There's lack of trust when you think about secrets. But with all of that, there are some pros. In my, like, this is just my opinion. We are not, professionals.
And we're not pushing one side or the other.
Exactly.
We are not.
But in my opinion, I think it could be some pros behind that, depending on the situation.
Well, it's depending on a couple of, I hear what you're saying, but depending on the situation, the person, and what the secret is, it's a lot. It definitely does depend.
Yeah, but if it's a secret that's not, that is going to hurt your partner or damage them in some way, or even just damage the relationship as a whole, then you may want to keep it to yourself.
Yeah. But what does Sharon always say? You don't know until you know.
Yeah.
Right? It's simple as that. And often, well, let's just go and get into it. You're absolutely right. Secrets. And I like the way you even open up with, is it damaging your relationship? Well, if I knew what the secret was, I'd tell you. So, and just for extreme clarity, Rosa and I have these conversations before you even see it and hear it. Okay? Right. And I think we're still standing across from each other about it, because it does depend. But I would, please let me die with my ignorance. If it's, and here's the acid test for me, and I've asked her several times, do you think I could make it through the rest of my life without hearing about it? If the answer is yes, I don't need to know. I really, really don't. I'm not stupid. I don't want to die, ignorant, but I'm going to tell you, sweetie, life is so full of so many other challenges you got to deal with. If I made it this far without knowing what your secret is, let's just say I could make the rest of my days, hopefully. Now, if it was something I just got to know, if I got to know, you're going to have to decide whether, if you really know me, you're going to have to take your chances. You
right,
really are.
But when you say that, and let me just ask you this, because I already know kind of the dynamics that had gone down because you had told me. But when your late partner was sick, and there was some stuff that you thought maybe she had said to her family, so you don't know what was said, and in your eyesight, like, isn't that a secret? Like, she's holding stuff from you that you wish she had told you
before she left here.
Right.
Well, I didn't know we were going to talk about that example.
No, but I just thought about that.
Point. It's a good point.
Yeah.
It is a good point. But ain't my first day at the, first time at the rodeo. It did hurt, surprise me, disappoint me. But on the same token, sweetie, I'm not going to say that I just had to roll with it. It did hurt. Yeah. It really did. And I really wish I had known, but I didn't. And because of the particular variables in the situation was that she's no longer here.
Right. So, right, for you to be mad at her. Right, but I'm saying, and that's the thing, it's like some stuff you're going to take to your grave. But also, one of the things that you were upset about was the, sending her sister money every so often. You had no idea. I didn't
have no idea, and the amount. Right.
But had she told you that, would you have been upset, or would it could damage the relationship? Right. So yes. Would that be a secret? Whereas it doesn't hurt you in a physical, it doesn't hurt her. It's benefiting her sister. So it's not like something. It's a secret that I think she probably should have maybe taken to her death, or told you right before.
Yeah. Okay. Perhaps. I don't know. I don't know for true. Yeah. But I would say that yes, I would have preferred knowing than not knowing. Mm-hmm. But again, life is there's so many other things that replace those emotions. I did try to go to the point of understanding, but because of the particular things that was going on in relationships and the nature of them, Yeah, I was fit to be tied. You know, I was fit to be tied. I truly was. Not your mother, not your child. I'm talking about your sister. You know, with the
Yes.
shitty attitude
Yeah.
and how it affected us and the things we were trying to do. Yeah, I would. Yeah, I would have rather known than not. But sweetie, life does go on, and
Oh, and I get that.
and my feelings, my memories have been, you know. So how do you get rid of bad feelings? You replace them with good feelings and good memories, and I did do that. Not to be corny, not to minimize it, and you know, I think holding secrets is something about even just saying secrets. It has a negative connotation to it. It's
Yeah, but it's not always bad. Is what I'm
No.
saying. Like, okay, for instance, I'm sorry for hitting my mic, but for instance, I feel like when you're talking about secrets, if it's a secret that, and I guess this is probably not the good word when you say secrets in the past tense, because everybody has had a life before you met your partner or
Right,
your love
right,
or whatever.
right. Mhm.
So it's those aren't really secrets unless, like I said, it's gonna damage a relationship. So if you slept with somebody that's rolling in your group, you know, in your circle, but it could have been before I met Sharon. If I don't say anything, now that could be, you know, something damaging. But let's say, you know, if I slept with someone while we were together, now that is a secret. But when I was saying earlier, I feel like secrets can mentally wear you down, and that's where I think it happens to me. Like I've cheated on a woman before, and I just couldn't take not, you know, pretending that, you know, that everything was okay when it really wasn't okay. And mentally it was just wearing me down, and so I eventually cracked and told her, you know, like I don't know how to tell you this, but
before we go to dinner,
right.
yeah, it happened. Yeah,
And it really was. It was before, because she wanted me to fly out to New York or somewhere where she was, you know, her work has sent her there or whatever. And so I'm like, well, before I come, let me just see, because you may not want me to come, you know. And she didn't. So, you know, I figured that. But I'm saying that to say, depending on the secret and depending on if it happened before the relationship versus during the relationship.
Yeah.
Because I feel like you owe your partner more when you're with them. You know,
oh gosh, yes.
Now
One
when you
hope.
get with them and you know, I mean, if you strangled somebody in the past, I would want to know that. You know what I'm saying? But that's not necessarily. I mean, do you call it a secret or do you call it something that happened in your past and you just haven't told me?
Right,
you know?
right,
So
right.
I think
it's
you
a
know,
secret if I
whole,
don't know about it, and if you've been and like you said, you know what gets us out of this whole thing is it depends.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It depends on the the relationship, what the secret is, and you know, like, hey, we've exchanged some pretty personal things in the last 10, 15, 20 years, and you guys have been out there who've been together forever, you know, 10, 15, 25, 30 years, and I never knew. I never knew, blah, 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 blah. Right. Well, like I say, it's 2 days before my birthday, and we're going on a round the world cruise. Do you think I need to know it right now?
Right.
And but that's my attitude.
But you
other
know,
people don't feel that way.
When you wait, or when you say know it right now, it's like, when is a good time to ever tell a secret?
Right.
You know?
Right.
And so it's like, if that person has courage to tell you 2 days before your birthday, you gonna be told 2 days before your birthday. You know,
look,
like, you may not want to hear it, but it's like, when are they gonna get the courage again? You know, or just to be able to say what they have to say. Now, some people ain't got no problem telling you, especially if they want the relationship over any doggone way.
Right.
You know, they gonna spill everything. That's why, you know, me and your girl Johnny, we was up the street, you know, whatever.
Right. We really were in Atlantic City.
Exactly.
Together.
Whatever that it is.
For 3 days.
Right.
And I'm like, stop. I don't need. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, okay, I've had enough. And it's not because I'm ignorant to it or don't respect the truth. I just know that, say, you know, once you release it, you can't take it back, sweetie.
That part is true.
You cannot, you know, we're going to Philadelphia. That Liberty Bell, that was crack. You know why it's still crack? Because they couldn't put it back together. They say, well, this is going to be a crack bell. Yeah. Because it will never be the same. You know, you're still going to be a great bell, but you're going to be known for that crack. And I'm telling you, I don't care how good your relationship is, when a crack like that comes in it, you're hard-pressed to know how you're going to have to navigate it, depending on what it was, and depending who you guys are, and where your relationship is, and blah, 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 blah. So, what are we talking about today? We're talking about secrets in relationships. Do you have them? And why do you keep them?
Right.
All right, and you know, I hope we're not oversimplifying things, because I've seen relationships just come apart.
Right.
Come apart over one thing that they didn't know.
Yeah.
You know, she could have told me. She could have told me. Right? You're right. She could have told you and should have told you. So now, what are you going to do? Flush the last 18 years of your life because you now know something that you didn't know before?
And it doesn't change the person, because you've known them for 18 years.
And they've been good and kind and loving and sweet. You know?
But I think I was just getting ready to piggyback off of that to say about the maturity level. You know, like where you are in your relationship. So if something comes to you, you know, again, it depends. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to know that I'm with a murderer after 15 years. I just really don't. You know, tell me before. Give me the options just to, you know, because some things may make sense now. Okay, that's why you wanted me to drink the Kool-Aid at 2 a.m. You know, so
no.
So I'm just saying it just kind of depends on where the relationship is and the maturity of the person that you're saying it to. You know, I mean, like Sharon said, nothing, once you release it, you cannot take it back. And it may damage your relationship. So depending on where you are, I mean, it may not though. So depending on where you are, you know, I mean, if you have some mental issues that you're saying, maybe your partner is now more sympathetic to say, oh, okay, let me help you. Or where can we go from here? Mm-hmm. I mean, everything is not always a bad thing.
Right,
you know,
right.
So when we say secrets, to me, it just depends. It really depends on the maturity of the relationship, the maturity of the person, and the situation. So, you know, some people may not want to know that they're with a murderer for 15 years. I do. So it kind of depends on who you're with.
To kill me.
Right. I need to sleep with one eye open now. You know, you're like, no wonder she sleepwalk.
No, so, I mean, extreme example, but you're definitely making the point. Right. So again, the question to all our, you know, and to all our friends in lesbian land and far beyond, are you keeping secrets from your partner? Mm-hmm. And if they were to find out the secret, would it be harmful to your relationship? And not only that, consider this: if they found out about the secret from someone else.
Oh yeah, no,
pow. Now we cooking. Oh. Cancel dinner. Okay. Because you got some splaining to do.
Absolutely. And that's a big thing, too. It's like, I'd rather hear it from you than anybody else. But at the same time, when I was saying that it kind of depends on the maturity level, that person may not, you know, want to be the one to tell you. She may be like, I'm going to tell you this. Can you let Sally know? Because I don't know how to bring it to her. You know, it could be, you know, a situation like that. And it is extreme in a sense, but it is, you know, exceptions to the rules. It is exceptions to however it comes, because everybody's relationship is different.
Right. And I don't talk about things I don't know or have experienced. Right. You know what I mean? I'll throw them, if I haven't done it before or been exposed to it, I'll put it out there. What do y'all think about it? What does it look like to you?
Right.
Well, so I'm going to tell you, been there, done that, and it can be so very harmful, detrimental. It can just, right when you think everything's okay, everything just went to, oh shit. It really got bad. So here's the advice I have, and we don't give advice because we're not professionals, right? All this is for entertainment purposes or just for common knowledge. Don't have advice for it. I don't, because every situation is different.
Right.
Some things you may want to consider, you know, is that what might this do to Mary or whoever it may be, or Gloria or Sarah? If it was me, would I want to receive this information? All those things have to be taken into consideration.
That again is knowing your partner. And for me, like for instance, like,
but knowing your partner, but you're going to know a different part of your partner once you share their secret.
No, not necessarily, because it could be something. Whereas, I mean, and that's what I'm saying. Depending on, because some people may not consider what they have are secrets. It's just things I haven't told my partner yet, right?
Yeah.
So, for instance, let's just say Sharon says something about, I don't know, somebody's gap one day, and I say, well, I used to have one. Mm-hmm. So does that make me less attractive if it's something that she doesn't like? And I'm just using that for an example.
Yeah.
Does that make me less attractive if I say, and she's like, well, I never knew you had a gap before. Yeah, I had braces and got my teeth closed up or whatever.
Yeah.
And so it's not a secret in a sense.
It's just information you haven't shared. Yeah.
Now it gives her a different perspective on somebody else who may have one, that maybe she doesn't like people with gaps. I don't know. I'm just saying that to say, I'm just saying that to say, it could be something as simple as that, is opening up the eyes of your partner. But when you know who you're with, it's easier to say things like that. Because if she says something really harsh about somebody that has a gap, I may not want to say that I used to have one.
Right.
Okay, well, I ain't going to tell her I had one.
Well,
then she, I mean, it could be something like that. Not saying that, great analogy or an example, but so it really,
you can put that out there. I hear it, and keeping it simple, but you also know that we're dealing with matters of the heart that go much deeper than that.
We got a lot of shit, but we got to figure out we got to figure out what's considered secrets, what's not. What haven't you told your partner about you from the past, and what needs to be told going forward?
Well, good point. I can buy into that. Well, I'll just say, like, between you and I, y'all know, we have a little age difference.
This is small,
a small one of different generation, but I'm 17 years older than Rosa, and and been very, very, as my sister say, you've been very busy. I've had a very busy life, and no apologies, no explanations. I've been having fun, and I even keep Rosa entertained often, with some of the things I've done and the places I've been.
Absolutely.
Right? Saying all of that, I've been honest. We'll go places, and she said, how do you know everybody? I said, no, I know everybody else. I was busy. I've had 4 careers. I used to do this. I used to do that, and, all that. So what that means, I've met a lot of different people in different circles and different places in their life and all. Saying all of that, my point is this. I don't think there's just about anything that somebody can tell Rosa about me that I haven't shared already.
Right.
The good stuff, the ugly stuff, like, and I tell people, and if you're going to lie about things, please have a good memory. So as I get older, I know the truth truly will set you free. I said, is that what I said? Well, that's what happened. Because I'm not going to lie to you. Right. You're not going to get me hemmed up in that, oh God, and there she is. Why ain't you tell me about Snooki too? And then it's that woman in Ohio. And then there's the woman, when you was in Hawaii. And then it was, whatever it was, it was. What you need to know, we're here. We're together. We're trying to make live our best life. We loving one another. And if you got any questions, say them. But I'm not hiding nothing.
Right.
I ain't hiding nothing, because they said I said what I said and I meant what I said. Now that's not arrogance or false bravado. It is just how I'm living my life and have lived my life. Mm-hmm. And I told Rosa, it wasn't too long ago, and I said, oh, I'm glad I told you the truth, because I wouldn't be able to remember the lies. Just tell the truth. You don't have to rehearse. Just tell the truth. So for the benefit of our relationship, there are no, oh, don't open that box. Oh, I can't show you that. Oh, right. No.
Because even like when I find pictures, old pictures of Shane, I'll be like, well, who is this? And she'll just tell me who it was.
Look. And there's always a story. Well, there we were in Virginia Beach.
And I did find a naked picture of her, too.
Hey, do they? But it really did look good. But listen. I was working it, baby. I was at the gym. No, but seriously, it is what it is, and it was what it was. So, so staying on point. We're talking about secrets. Everyone's got them. You got some things. I wouldn't call it a secret. You call it what you want. But if it's something that's deep, dramatic, or could be relationship challenging once you share it, it's a secret, sweetie. And you've been keeping it. So where do you go going forward? What do you do? Do you release everything, or do you say, well, our relationship can't support it?
Right.
And I'm going to tell you this. Is just happened. Oh, always a story. But years ago, it was a financial thing. Me and my late partner, we were doing some financial things with this couple, but the one of them was the lead person, and money was involved. Lots of money was involved, and blah blah blah. Things went bad. She had lied and misrepresented some things, and it went from 0 to 5,000 within a month or so. What happened when we tried to you said, look, we don't have to do this anymore. I don't want our friendship to be over behind this, but the woman literally lied about some things. And like I said, money, people get sensitive when money is involved.
Hello.
Okay, and I don't mean $10 or $20.
Don't mess with my money.
Well, we took it to her partner. Because by this time, I don't care who know, your grandmama, your aunt, your children, and people at school. You need to give me my money, make this right. Make me whole again, as they said. Bottom line, this is what the woman told us. She says, I'm sorry this happened, but our relationship cannot take another hit. I'll give you the money back, but this is forever changing us. It's like, because I don't know what they had done with other people. I'm just saying, y'all need to make look, it's going to be a dance or a funeral. Okay? So y'all need to make my money right. And, people who know me, we laugh and joke. I do not play with money. It's a quick way to get hurt. It's a quick way to
get your ever shot anybody over money? I just need to know, because we talking about secrets here.
No, I ain't gonna shoot you, but you gonna wish I had. You know what I mean? Just shoot me and get it over with, yeah. No, but seriously. So the bottom line, and what I learned about their relationship is that some serious things had gone down long before we came across their path. 2, that she was almost up to her hairline with her partner's bullshit. 3, she had rescued her before, evidently. Mm-hmm. But I tell you what they did do. The partner made us whole again. We did not connect anymore. The friendship's over because money.
Well, you can't really trust them anymore either.
No, we're done. And you didn't have to lie about it. And maybe we could have been a little bit more sympathetic, but no, you lied. You didn't you lied. You looked in my face and lied, So any event, and then it was, of course, it had already went to the direction of legal. So, but the woman, when she said that, I felt sorry for her. She said, our relationship can't take another hit. Which means evidently the trust was broken. The woman had not only lied to us.
Somebody got secrets.
Yeah, she lied to her. And this is she was reasonably well known in certain circles, as being, whatever. So I say that to say that it was it's difficult. When Humpty Dumpty fell, they didn't put him back together well. Right. Really, that was never the same. It is your life is now divided into 2 chapters of when we were friends and to when I found out you were a liar.
Right.
You know, so with those secrets, whatever they are, you know, in cases of romance, fidelity, love, travel, you know, someone you used to be with, but she still calls you on that other phone that your wife didn't know you had.
That part. Look, now that's a secret.
Rosa, no, I don't have two phones. I'm trying to navigate the one phone I do have.
Right.
So that's where I'm at with that. Yeah. So back to you out there in lesbian land. If you got secrets, you know, I want you to think and think hard. You know, should this be revealed from me or someone other? Yeah. And remember, it's only a secret if you don't tell nobody.
If one other person know, it's gonna be told because somebody is not gonna be able to hold it. But with that, with what you just asked, you know, about them having secrets and can they tell it or whatever, or maybe they just need to sit down and have a conversation with their partner because their partner may be like you, like, hey, if I can live the rest of my life without knowing, then I don't want to know. It let you off the hook, so you don't even have to tell your secrets, right? Because your partner don't want to know. But have that conversation.
Yeah, but if, as you said, also depending where y'all at in your relationship and the maturity of the people involved, not to mention, you know, how it blends into that relationship. Rosa probably knows now what will make my head twirl. You know, she knows. It is not funny. I'm just saying, you know, I'm going to pop. Right? You know, and I know what to make her go up her tree too. I mean, I could just say a couple of things that ain't, you know, that I think is witty and she don't think it's funny, but it's true. You know, everybody don't want to be read. So, but you understand what I'm saying. If you know each other, I saw that eye roll.
Right. You gotta read something.
You know, but I mean, sometimes just tell the truth. Yeah. Just tell the truth. So again, it does depend. Y'all, I want y'all to, you know, stay healthy, stay whole, and stay together. But if they are secrets, most or less, you know, ones that could really drive a wedge in your relationship, think hard, long, and think again before you share those things. Absolutely. And if you are going to share them, think about the consequences. You know, they say if you tell one lie, you got to tell three more to get out of it.
Right.
I can't even, like I said, I'm at that age, I got to write shit down. Right. And Rose is like, what does this mean? Oh, now I'm busted. Because I had to write it down. You know, you know what I'm saying. But think hard and long about it because, you know, you spent so many wonderful years and time and energy building up this great relationship. One horrible secret can unravel all of that.
Yeah.
So that's what we got for you today.
But you know what I was just thinking about? Like, maybe we could have like a drawer where you write the secrets down. If the partner wants to know, they go in there and get it out.
What? What? Have you been drinking?
Wait a minute. No,
I told you no drinking before the show. I just
thought about that.
No drinking before we do the show.
I'm just saying, you getting the secret out. If they want to know, it's right there. They can go in that drawer at any time and get what it is that you wrote.
I'm going to look into the box down here. Yeah. I'm looking into the box.
So it's a no?
It's a no.
Oh, okay.
No, but what do y'all think about that? So listen, we were trying to keep this honest, short, sweet. We do have social obligations today, but we just wanted to send it out to you. And as always, we're always wishing you the very best.
Of all good things, stay safe and stay woke. And tell the truth, no secrets. We love you.
Me too.